Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Sports Blitz here, and we're back with another NFL mock draft. Today, I've got a Carolina Panthers 7 round mock draft for you guys. We are going to be doing trades for it. All of the trades that go through are going to be ones that are offered by the system. They're not going to be ones that I manually set up. Just because, like, as far as like draft trade value goes, I never really know like a lot of the right judgment calls on those. But I'm going to go ahead and go through with it. I'm going to say the way that the board kind of falls for this simulator can be a little surprising to say the least. I mean, for instance, I've done a couple test rounds with this, and like Abdul Carter has been there at pick 8, and I don't think that's realistic at all. I really don't think he's going to be there. I mean, I think he's going to be a top 3 pick. But anyways, let's go ahead and go on in. Again, I'm not going to like manually try to set up any sort of trades. It's all going to be stuff that the system offers me first. So, let's go ahead and get on into it. So, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, okay. Yeah. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's got like Travis Hunter still on the board, Abdul Carter, Tet McMillan, and Will Johnson all still on the board right here. That's just not realistic. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat that Jags offer is not not it. We're not doing that. Colts offer. I mean, dude, all we're getting is a fourth and a sixth, and we're trading back 6 spots. No, I'm not doing that either. So I'm going to go with who I think is the best player in the draft, in Abdul Carter. It also fills a very obvious need for the Panthers right now. So, again, is he going to be there? Probably not. Like, I'd be willing to bet money he's not going to be there at pick 8. But if he is, Panthers would be stupid not to take him. I mean, he's that good. He's that good. But yeah, our next pick is at 57. We'll see what type of players are still available at that point. I'm hoping we can land a good safety, a good interior D lineman. I'd like to get another linebacker. If we could get another solid corner, that'd be nice as well. So see right there, got a trade offer from the Browns. I don't love that. I mean, it's not the worst in the world, but I don't know. Let me see who's available first. Honestly, I'm not really loving how the board is looking now. Um, 'Cause I wouldn't want to take Trey Amos right here personally. Um, maybe we do take a look at that Browns offer, because we can still get back a fifth and 2/6, and we're only going back 10 spots. For how the board is, I mean, I say take the extra value. So let's go ahead and try it. Okay. Yeah, that didn't really take too many players off the board, so this one by the Bears is actually really intriguing. Only back 5 spots, and you get a fourth and a fifth next year as well. I kind of like that. Let me see who's available first. I'm I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by that. Do I think we'd necessarily trade back that far? Probably not. But I mean, if the offer's there, I think it'd be kind of dumb not to take. So I'm going to go ahead and go with it. We'll go ahead and go with it. Okay. So I think at this point, yeah, I think we probably gotta just take a player at this point. So I'm not loving the interior D lineman available. Safeties, I do really like Andrew Makuba. I definitely think either 72 or 74 need to be Makuba. He's an absolute beast of a safety. I think he'll come in and instantly be a starter for us. Let me see if there's anybody else currently that's ranked higher that we may want to get first. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of intrigued with the idea of taking Trey Harris. Dude has a really, really wide catch radius, solid route runner, good speed. Like, I know it's a little iffy taking a receiver from Ole Miss after the whole Jonathan Mingo stuff. I get it. But, I mean, they're not the same player. They're not the same player. I think we got to go Trey Harris here. And then with our other pick here, we're going to go Andrew Makuba. So I think it's pretty solid, first 3 picks to the draft. Got a while before our next pick. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it and we'll start up again once we're there. All right, so we're here at pick 110. We've got another pick at 113. There are a few guys here I really like. So, for starters, Jalen Royals. I mean, honestly, I don't think he makes it to the 4th round. I really don't. I think he's going to be an early 3rd rounder. Maybe depending on how his combine and pro day goes, he might even make it to as high as a late 2nd rounder. I don't know how people are going to react to us taking 2 wide receivers here. But I mean, at that point, we wouldn't really have to complain about Bryce not having weapons. I kind of like that pick. And honestly, the guy that I'm eyeing next, I think will be there at 113. I'm going to take Jalen Royals. I'm going to take him. And yes, the guy I wanted is still there at 113. I was eyeing Lander Barton. Barrett Carter would also be a solid pick. Honestly, there's some solid linebackers in this class. There really are. Because Demetrius Knight also isn't bad. Dorian Strong would be a solid corner as well. Let me see what type of corners we think are going to be available later on. Oh, there is a big drop off after Dorian Strong there. Big drop off. What sort of linebackers are available later on? We may be able to get like a Danny Stutzman, maybe Chris Paul. I like Nick Martin, actually. Nick Martin's a really solid linebacker. I wouldn't be mad at that. I don't love passing on Lander Barton right here, but given how the board is, I don't know that I want to pass up on Dorian Strong, because then we probably won't be able to get a very good corner later on. So I'm going to go with the board. I'm going to take Dorian Strong here. Definitely get some cornerback help. I know we have J.C. Horn. I'd expect us to extend him at any time. I would also expect, honestly, I'd bet we bring Mike Jackson back on a maybe 1 or 2 year deal. I don't know exactly what to expect there, but I bet we bring him back. Um, Looking at these offers, there's not really anything there that like really intrigues me, so I'm gonna pass up on that. I think we go. I think I'm gonna go with linebacker Danny Stutzman here. I really like him. I think he's a really solid linebacker there. Um, and then we have another pick here at 147, and I think I'm kind of eyeing Jordan Phillips out of Maryland um, along the interior D line. Yeah, I think we go Jordan Phillips out of Maryland. Um, we definitely need some interior D line help. We saw it all year. Um, so I'm going to go with that. I would also expect us to be pretty heavy in the um, D line free agency market this year, too. Because, I mean, I could see us going after a guy like Milton Williams. Trying to remember who else is available. Oso Digizua. I could see us going after him. So now they're offering us a fourth rounder next year, which I mean that could end up being pretty decent. And we still have a pick right after this one anyways. Let me see if there's two guys right here back to back that I like really want to take. Cuz otherwise after 165 our next pick would be 202. So that would be a pretty big drop off. I would not mind doubling up on linebacker and going Nick Martin. Um, Honestly, Raheem Sanders would be a solid backup running back option just because Jonathan Brooks is probably going to be out for the entire year. Tajay Brooks would also be a solid backup there. I think I'm kind of getting a little bit too far into the draft now. I think given where we're at right now, I think we go ahead and take another edge in Antoine Powell Ryland. Honestly, given our pass rush situation and even run defense situation, I don't think it's an awful idea. I mean, Clowney's only going to be with us for probably one more year. I think there's a solid shot he retires after that. And if not, like, he's still going to be declining. I know we've got DJ Wanham, and we obviously drafted Abdul Carter up here, but I don't think it'd be a bad idea to get some edge help, especially with DJ Johnson not really working out, Amari Barno not really working out. So I'm going to go with him instead of taking that Lions offer. And then, oh, here we go. Bengals offer us a fourth and a sixth next year. That's a terrible offer from the Seahawks. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and accept this Bengals offer. I think that fourth next year would be really valuable. So I'm just going to go with it. So our next pick is at 202. And then we've got 216, 229, and 242. So what I'm kind of looking at, towards the end of this draft is I'd like to land possibly another. I'd like to land an interior O lineman for some depth. I'd like to land a running back for a backup just because of the Jonathan Brooks situation. I'd I wouldn't mind taking another safety or even corner. I definitely like to get another interior D lineman if possible. Honestly, 5 spots back at this point in the draft isn't awful, but let me see what type of guys would be missing out on. I mean, Elijah Roberts would be a solid D lineman pick to take here. There's also Raheem Sanders, like I was mentioning earlier, for running back. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually take Raheem Sanders. I know a lot of people probably aren't going to love that pick, but look, I don't even know if we're going to still have Miles Sanders after this offseason. And again, you guys know the Jonathan Brooks situation. So, yeah, that one's just kind of, it is what it is. So then looking at the board now, Johnny Walker is kind of intriguing. If I remember right, now I could be wrong, I could be confusing names here. I think Johnny Walker was the guy at the Senior Bowl that was like blowing up the backfield like every other play. I could be confusing names here, but I'm like 99% sure that's the guy. Which, if so, I mean, I know that'd be a third edge rusher, but I mean, that's intriguing. That's definitely intriguing. Riley Mills is also intriguing on the interior D line. Man. Part of me really wants to take Johnny Walker here. But again, I know that's 3 edge rushers. And I know we already have DJ Wanham and Clowney. I probably better not. I'll go interior D lineman Riley Mills. Try to help the run defense a little bit. Okay, and then our last pick. Oh, we've got 2 more picks actually. We got 229 and then 242. So, and again, these guys at this point are just gonna be, backup bench players. So, I think I'm gonna. I don't know, man. Dude, Trevor Etienne is still on the board. There's no shot he's gonna be a 7th rounder, right? No, he's gonna be gone by like the 5th or 6th round. I already took my running back, but like Trevor Etienne's kinda nice. He's kinda nice. Guys, that's a 7th round pick. It's not gonna be a big deal to lose that and take a swing on a good player. I'm gonna do it. So then our last pick is 242. And Johnny Walker almost made it to our pick. I think we take another safety. I'm gonna go ahead and just go Shiloh Sanders. I know he has not looked very good, but I mean maybe he'll be able to kind of figure something out. I believe Shiloh is also Deion Sanders' son, isn't he? So, I mean, with that sort of situation, like, he'll be able to get some coaching from him and hopefully get a little bit better there. If not, again, it's a 7th rounder. We're not really expecting these guys to come out and be absolute studs. So, let me know what you think of the 7-round mock draft in the comment section below. Again, I don't expect us to make that many trades. I don't expect Abdul Carter to really be there at 8. But it'd be really cool. if he was. So let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Later.